Hi guys, it's Olive. Welcome to this creepy doll makeup tutorial. I designed this makeup for Dragula Live in Los Angeles. Niohuru brought me on stage. Shout out to you, girl. Love you so much. I've been doing the white base for quite a while and I think I've really perfected it. So keep watching to see how I get it so opaque and so smooth. This look does not require a lot of products, honestly, because there's really only 3 colors, red, black, and white. So I'm gonna link everything I used below. What I love so much about doing the white face is that it's unconventional by nature. So you get to make up your own rules, you get to play as you go, and you get to do it however you want. So this is how I do it. Play around, see what works for you. This is just how I did this makeup look. If you recreate it, please tag me, I'll repost it. I love seeing your guys' creations. So keep watching to see how I achieved this look. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is cover my eyebrows. I have a really good tutorial on how to do it on my TikTok, so I'll link that below. But let me know if you guys want a full in-depth step-by-step tutorial on here on how I cover my eyebrows, because I'm totally down to do that. But I'm gonna cover these brows and I'll be right back. All right, eyebrow cover 1. It might look a little crazy on the camera, but it's gonna look good once I put the foundation on top of it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is outline where I want my new eyebrows to be, because brow cover is really tricky because the glue that I use is water soluble. It comes right off with water, so you can't get it wet or else it'll come off. So you can't like draw on your eyebrow and like clean it up with a Q-tip. You gotta clean it up with foundation. So I like to draw on my eyebrows first, and I'm gonna be using the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal. But don't buy from L'Oreal because they support Israel. I am going to do kind of like a, not dipping powder all over my face, girl. I'm gonna do a pretty straight kind of brow with a little bit of a edge to it, a little bit of anger to it, because the eyes are gonna be so big and cute and dolly. I don't wanna do like a really round eyebrow, and I don't wanna do like one of those upturned clown brows. I want like kind of a straight brow. I like that. All right, those are even enough for this part of the makeup. I'm gonna diffuse it a little bit with a flat brush like that.
Oh my God, what is that?
I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth on it to get it in all the nooks and crannies of my brow cover. All right, that's good for now. Now I'm gonna go in with Nye Clown White. This is one of my favorite products ever. It is a grease paint, but it's very, very, very thick. It's a very thick grease paint. It's really no joke. This formula is crazy, you guys. This is for clowns. It's Clown White. So I'm just gonna cut that brow, get the shape that I want. And I'm using an angled brush, a flat angled eyeliner brush. All right, so that's kind of how the brow is gonna look for now. Of course, I'm gonna go over it later, but I'm just gonna take some of that Clown White, finish that little brow cover area, and I'm gonna cut the other brow. All right, so I got both my brows cut. They're not totally even and they're not done, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go in with a flat concealer brush.
What is that?
This is one of my favorite brushes to use, and I'm gonna continue using that Clown White. What I love about Clown White is the thickness of it really fills in all the gaps of the brow cover. That's why you wanna really use a full coverage foundation on top of brow cover, because you wanna fill in the gaps. So I'm just taking this and I am just going over my brow cover. Okay, now, where is my little wet towel? You guys, I had a little wet towel for moments like this. All right, now I'm going to start to sketch out my eyes. But before I do that, I need to change my eyeballs. And I'm gonna do that with some circle contacts. They're actually mini scaleras. I got them from Moco Queen, so I will link those below. Check them out. I'm gonna pop those babies in and we're gonna keep going. Okay, new eyeballs in. I'm gonna start to sketch out where I want my new eye shape to be. I'm gonna use the Clown White again on the concealer brush. I'm gonna start going over my eyelid. I'm going back in with this angled flat brush and I'm gonna sketch out where I want my bottom of my eye to go. I'm liking that. That is symmetrical enough for now. The real part that matters with symmetry is the black. This is kind of malleable, so it's all right. I'm gonna continue going in with that Clown White down here, and I'm gonna put it on my waterline. Just taking my pinky, dragging my eye down, and applying it. Now I'm going under my lashes, and I'm gonna try to get it in the crevices of my bottom eyelashes right here. Really wanna make sure that you have those crevices covered in the white because you don't wanna break the illusion of the new eye that we're creating. That's looking pretty good. It's a little bit too round down here, but that's all right because I can define that with the black eyeliner that I'm gonna do later. I'm just gonna repeat on the other side. All right, so this is pretty great for this stage of the makeup. Now I'm gonna start building the rest of my white base, and I'm gonna go in with the Mehron Cream Blend Stick in white, and I'm just gonna dot this all over my face. And I'm gonna go in with a old school triangle disposable makeup sponge. I like to use these. You can use a beauty blender if you'd like. I don't like to use beauty blenders because they're like reusable, and I think they trap too much bacteria and give me acne. These I can just use and then be done with and keep my makeup clean. And I'm also using it dry, I'm not using it wet. I don't like to use it wet. The reason I'm starting with this is because I do want there to be at least a bit of a disconnect between those eyes and the rest of the face. But now that I have this on, I'm gonna go into my Clown White and I'm gonna dip my sponge in and put that on the face. I'm gonna go in with the brush again to get it in this nook and cranny right here. All right, I'm editing right now and I'm realizing that here I made the mistake of blending the white eye makeup with the white face makeup, which totally disregards all of the work that I did building those eyes and getting them even. So don't do this if you're recreating the makeup because it's gonna be really hard to get the black even if you do that. I was kind of able to do it, but I'm just letting everyone know this was a mistake that I made. Don't do this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a black liner pencil to do my cream contour. This is the great thing about white face looks is that it's unconventional by nature, so you don't really have to follow any rules. You can kind of make up your own rules. So I'm gonna cream contour with an eyeliner pencil. I'm gonna locate my cheekbone. There it is. Hi, cheekbone. And I'm going to kind of trace it a bit. And I'm gonna kind of go down a bit like that. Like I did with the brows, like how I made the brows kind of square. I'm kind of bringing in some masculinity with my contour shape because I don't want it to be all just cutesy and dolly. I want to anchor it in with something. And I also feel like this is like a doll makeup look, like a creepy doll. I feel like the doll maker of this creepy doll would give it some like cutting cheekbones. I'm gonna blend that out with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. That's pretty good for now. I'm kind of living for that. Now I'm gonna do the other side. All right, so I've got my cream contour more or less done. I might tweak it a little bit right here, but I'm gonna just take the fluffy brush with the eyeliner and the foundation kind of mixed on it, and I'm gonna use that to contour my nose. I don't want my nose contour to be too intense. I just want to define it slightly. So I'm just going on it just a bit, just a bit, just a little bit like that. All right, now it is time to set. And if you want a really, really, really good opaque, thick white base, you need to set your white foundation with a white powder. I'm gonna be using the Mehron Makeup Ultra White Setting Powder. The first thing I'm gonna set is actually my waterline, and I'm gonna go over that one more time. So I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. This actually still has some powder on it from looks before. And I'm gonna set my waterline and under eye. Some of you guys might think that's kind of gross that I do that, but you asked for how I do this makeup, so this is how I do it. Actually, nobody asked for this. I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, now I'm going in with a puff and I'm just gonna set everywhere. I've got powder pretty much all over my face, but I'm just feeling like it's not in this area right here, so I'm going in with a brush to set that area. All right, now that I have everything set, I'm just dusting my powder cloth, and I'm gonna do a little bit of powder contouring, and I'm literally just gonna use black eyeshadow, okay? Sorry, this is dirty. It's not dirty, it's just the powder from the makeup. I look so tan with the white. I'm just like kind of getting the foundation off of this fluffy brush that I blended with, and I'm just gonna dip into some black eyeshadow and just kind of go over that again. Okay, so next I'm gonna sketch out where I want the black of my eyes to be. I'm gonna use this pencil. I'm gonna warm it up on my hand just to get some product on my hand. Then I'm gonna take a liner brush like that, and I'm just gonna go into there and just start to sketch out my shape. I'm liking that for the wing. Honestly, you could stop here. This is like a really cool artsy look. You're really like flipping the script with this, but anyway, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna start to figure out where I want that eye again. All right, so the camera died. I kind of outlined the bottom on this side, but I didn't want to do too much because I feel like if I do one side and then the other side, it's so hard to get it symmetrical. So I'm just taking my eyeliner pencil. This is the NYX Epic Wear eyeliner stick, and I'm just with this brush lightly kind of tracing where I want it to be. And I like how the bottom is straight. I like having the straight bottom. Let me tell you about that, honey. I like to build it slowly with layers so that I can keep correcting it as it gets a little bit uneven, which it might, and that's fine. I do want to do my top eyeliner, and for that I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Precise All Day Matte Liquid Liner. And I'm just going to go on my eye. I'm going to go all the way to that inner corner, and I'm just going to start to build. Something I'm doing in the outer corner is I am taking it all the way to the edge like that. You see how I take it all the way to the edge? We don't want lifted, we want wide. And I'm bringing that up, 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 up. And I'm gonna go across right here. This eyeliner is serious, you guys. I'm kind of taking that and putting it kind of on line with my crease. I'm not gonna bring it all the way into my inner crease, but I am gonna go kind of close, but I'm not gonna completely cover my eyelid. I'm gonna leave a bit blank. You see how I left that bit blank right there? I just think that makes it look cuter. I'm gonna keep building it up right here because I just think it looks a little bit too square. So I'm just gonna keep building it a bit. I don't like how it's doing that. So I'm just gonna hold my head back and kind of blend those two areas. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna start the other one while my head's still in that position so that it can dry. This is one of my favorite drugstore liners. It's just really black. I love the applicator. This is one of my go-tos. All right, got my top eyeliner on. I think it looks pretty great. There's always something to sit there and nitpick and say that it doesn't look similar enough, but I think that looks pretty great. And now we're gonna really start to define that bottom liner. I'm gonna go with an angled brush like that with my black Maybelline eyeshadow and start to sketch out that bottom shape again. Ooh, I should definitely lay down some powder before I go in with all that black foundation. I mean, black eyeshadow. This is not Euphoria over here tonight, okay? I can tell you that right now, honey. I noticed it was dipping down. It was getting bigger as it got to the center. So to fix that, I'm just kind of bringing the black up to get it straight again. And then I'm just gonna diffuse it a bit. I'm also gonna lightly start to kind of create an eye bag shape to give that creepy Tim Burton haunted look. All right, now I'm gonna go with a super tiny eyeliner pencil. And I'm gonna go in with the Inglot gel eyeliner in black. And I'm gonna start at the outer corner. I'm just gonna dip in just a bit. I'm gonna start at the outer and just start to blacken it. Period. It's starting to come together. This is the part that symmetry really, really matters. So I'm just really taking my time and really getting it really as perfect as I can get it. I think that's looking really, really, really cute. I'm also gonna put lashes there, so it doesn't need to be too extreme right now, but I will take a little black eyeshadow and give it some more shadow underneath, being very careful to not give this part shadow because that's supposed to be the white of my eyeball. My eyes aren't done, but I am going to take a little break from them to work on my blush and lipstick, just because I've been looking at the eyes for so long and like getting kind of crazy. So I'm gonna start to build my blush. I'm gonna start with the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions, and I'm gonna go in with this red color, and I'm gonna go in on this Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush that my mom got for me. And I'm just gonna start to build my blush up. Gonna tone it down a bit with some powder, do kind of like a baking situation right here. I'm gonna start to build my lips with that same eyeshadow color. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild brush that I've had since 8th grade. And I am going to start to kind of map out a lip like that. I like this kind of blended lip. You see this a lot in like Korean makeup, like a blended red lip. Going on the bottom too. I don't want to blend out too much. I look insane. I look like Chicken Little. I'm giving Chicken Little right now. I don't want to blend out too much in the corner. I want to keep the corner small. But now I'm going to go in with Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit. This is a really, really, really phenomenal formula of a liquid lip. This is the shade Missy and Fierce. That doesn't really make sense. Missy and Fierce. Missy and Fierce, that's what this shade is. You can eat in this. You can probably kiss somebody in this. You can wear this to work, you can wear this to school. This formula is sickening. Now that I have that kind of on, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Matte Lipstick. NYX Matte Lipstick. Girl, I cannot speak. This is in Perfect Red, and I'm gonna actually take this on my finger, kind of warm it up a bit on my finger, get it nice and wet, and continue blending that top lip. It is a kind of different red than the liquid lip. Definitely has more purple in it. This has more orange. But I like the way the colors look together. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna keep going on the bottom with that to kind of marry all these colors together. I'm noticing like some gaps in my foundation, which happens with the white base. That's just kind of the nature of it. So I'm just gonna go back in with some white powder. The white powder is really the thing that makes your white base look super awesome and smooth and opaque, is having a really sickening white powder. I want to go to the corner, so I'm going to take, this is kind of more of a wide flat brush than the brushes I was using before. I'm going to take the lipstick on that and go right down to my corner. Oh, okay you guys, my TikTok shop light has died. Sorry for the lighting change. You're gonna have to just deal with it. I'm gonna set the outer parts of it with my white powder just so it blends. Alright, I'm gonna dust off some of that powder I put to bake. And I'm gonna go into my Forgive Me Y'all Jeffree Star Morphe palette. As you can see, I've had this for years. I haven't bought from him in a while. I haven't bought from Jeffree in a while. But I'm gonna take this hot pink shade that I've more than hit pan on right here. And I'm gonna put that at the outer part right here of my blush contour moment. And bring that here a bit. Alrighty, just taking a little bit of white powder just right under my eyes. Now I'm just gonna clean up my top liner one more time. I'm gonna bring this down into the bottom of it. Ooh, I kind of messed that up. Love, love, love it! I'm gonna define my brows a bit more. I want to keep my brows pretty faint. I don't want them to be too extreme, but they definitely have gone completely away. So I'm just gonna define them just a bit. So now I'm gonna do my lashes, and one of my least favorite things about doing the white base is that your lashes get coated in the white powder. So I'm just taking a clean spoolie that I've gotten wet, and I'm just gonna kind of take off some of that powder before I put on my mascara. Because if I don't do this, it's gonna be really, really, really gray. All right, now it is time for mascara. I'm gonna use Essence Lash Princess. This is the waterproof one. You just want your eyelashes to be black, just as black as you can get your eyelashes. All right, mascara is on. I'm feeling pretty cute. I'm gonna do my little birthmark that I have right here. All right, you guys, I seriously need a new battery for my camera because it keeps dying. But anyway, I've just added a bit more shadow here, and now I'm gonna do my lashes as I was doing before the camera died again. For my top lashes, I'm gonna use some 25mm lashes like this. You can get these at the beauty supply. I'll link some pairs like this below. Actually, before I put that on, let's do some setting spray. And let's highlight the nose. Okay, I'm gonna be using the Nye Lumiere Luxe powder to highlight the tip of my nose. This is like a loose highlight powder, and I'm gonna show you guys a trick that I've been doing for years. You're gonna take the cap of this Ben Nye loose highlight, you're gonna spray it with your setting powder, you're gonna go in with your fluffy brush, and you're gonna put that on the tip of your nose. Boom. Hello. This is the shade Iced Gold, by the way. I was scared this wouldn't work on top of the white. I thought maybe it would have a little bit of like a skin tone to it. It does have a goldness to it, but I love it on top of the white. I think it looks gorge. I'm not gonna highlight here. I don't feel like that's really the look. I was kind of feeling insecure with the makeup, but I'm like kind of like feeling it now. All right, let's put on these lashes, honey bun. I'm gonna be using some Duo Lash Glue. I'm just gonna coat these babies up and throw them on, honey bun. I'll tell you what. I started drinking this mushroom coffee, and I feel like the caffeine content of it was really low, so I was kind of in a bad mood for a minute because I wasn't properly caffeinated because I'm kind of addicted to caffeine. But I just caffeinated, and I'm kind of like ready to go. Let's go. Let's get these lashes on. Let's get this gun. Okay, honey. Okay, sorry. Honestly, that's enough lash. You could stop there. I might stop there. I was gonna do 2 sets on top, but I'm kind of living for that. All right, for the bottom, I'm gonna use these lashes. I actually can link these below, so I will be linking these below. I really liked the eye bags. I really like that little detail that I added to it. I really like how that looks. I think that's like really makes it kind of that creepy doll look. I'm gonna intensify that a bit more, that black eyeshadow. Yeah, I'm really loving that eye bag moment. I'm definitely intensifying that right here. Oh my God, I was like hating this for a second. I don't know if you guys could tell. I was like, my energy was down. I was not liking this makeup. But I'm actually living right now. I think I look gorge. Oh, I love it, I love it. You guys, it's so cute. I need to be doing more experimental makeup like this. Like, I've been doing a lot of like gorgeous woman makeup, but I need to get back into this. Since I want to really place this lash really where I want it, I'm gonna put a little lash glue right there so that it can stick where I put it right when I put it there. All right, now I'm gonna place it, and I'm gonna place the innermost part of the eyelash right at the beginning of my contact, if that makes sense. So see, my contact starts right there. That's where I want the beginning of that lash to be. Perfect. Love, love, love it. So as you can see, that's not quite enough lash. It doesn't cover all the way. So I've cut a bit off of one of those other lashes, and I'm gonna put that on the outer part. Period. Isn't that so freaking cute? All right, so I got my bottom lashes on. Okay, last time I did the look, I did put 2 pairs of lashes, but I'm loving how this looks with just the 1 pair of lashes. I'm pretty much done with my makeup. I'm gonna put on my wig, but I wanna tell you guys, if you are doing a white face look, you need to paint your part white as well. You don't want a skin colored part, you want a white part when you're doing a white face look. So if you're wearing a wig in your white face paint look, make sure you paint that part white. It does make a difference. People do notice. When I had this look on and I was with Niohuru, she was like, I love how you painted the part of your wig. You need to pay attention to those little details. So just put your foundation underneath the wig and put it just on top too. Just put your white foundation, your Clown White underneath and on top, and then set it. This has a little bit of powder kind of on it, but that's actually not too, it doesn't look too bad. So I'm gonna throw this on and I'll be right back. All right guys, this is the finished look. One last tip about painting your part white. Make sure you're painting your wig cap white where the part is and setting that. Oh, there's so many hairs on my face. Oh my God. Oh my God, I hate this feeling. If you wear wigs, you know this feeling. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like little creepy crawlies on your face. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I really, really love this look. I used to do looks like this all the time. This might kind of seem like out of character for me to do a look like this, but I used to do looks like this all the time. This was like my exclusive vibe, so I wanted to like bring it back a little bit, like show my younger self some love, try to heal some of that trauma that just happens as you live your life. This was really a healing look for me. This look was really about me taking accountability for everything that's happened in my life and moving forward with what I've learned and bringing in the good parts of the past and learning from the bad. That's what this look means to me. This look means that I am maturing and that I'm moving forward, but I'm staying true to who I am and I'm keeping who I am close to my heart, because I'm still this girl. Even though I don't listen to, heavy metal anymore, I'm still this girl. This is still who I am. You know what I mean? Let me know what other kind of looks you want tutorials for. I really like making makeup tutorials. I've only made a few, but let me know if there's other tutorials you guys want to see, and until next time.